The SD62 is the newest actually, Clan War reward tank. It's a medium tank, Russian. It has no armor really. You can see like the turret maybe has some armor, but I really wanted to make it work for Clan Wars, for 15v15 because it's a Clan Wars reward tank. Why wouldn't I try to play Clan Wars with it? And the special thing about this tank is that it has a auto reloader, a reverse auto reloader, 3 shots in the clip, and it has 320 alpha. But every shot you fire, the reload goes faster. So basically, it's a tank where if you're doing nothing, you get 3 shots, and if you're shooting, you shoot normally, and you can get a pretty nice DPM. And I thought, why not use it as a bait tank? You can see here, I wanted to go to the end, and I can use 3 shots, 3 clips, my whole clip to just shoot the heavies. But you can see here, I wasn't fast enough. This is a position usually for CS63, and as you can see, I didn't cross fast enough to get to the end position, so now I'm kind of stuck. Okay, so maybe that wasn't the best use case of the tank, because you can see the mobility here and the shells, the 50 kph. I used turbo of course, but it wasn't fast enough to get to that position. So you know what, let's look at some of the other stats. You got the dispersion is quite high, 3.5, but we should get it to work. So let's try again. This time we're not going to go to the end, we're going to make it work with this tank. Let's go and shoot the heavies from this position. Let's see how it works. Alright, I used all 3 shells, and now I have a 7-second reload for each cell. 320 alpha, 7 seconds. With a 907 or 140, you're getting 5 seconds reload here, so I'm losing 2 seconds on this right now. Alright, that didn't work either. It died so fast with the 907s pushing. Maybe it's just a skill issue. Maybe one more try. I didn't set up early enough last time, so let's try it again. Let's try the snipe again. Last one. One, not 2, not 3. Oh no. And now I have no DPM. And again, my alpha damage here is low, so every shot I'm hitting is only like 300 or even 200 if I'm rolling low, and I have no HP, so I'm taking a really quick time to die here. Against the 907, my DPM wasn't enough. He reloads in 5 seconds, I reload in 7 seconds, so he can actually shoot me twice, while I can only shoot him once. And then I'm dead. So maybe that wasn't the best use case. We shouldn't use this tank as bait, even though my idea was that we had 3 shells, so we can do like 1000 damage instantly, and then they will be low health. But you know what? Maybe that's not the best use case. So let's try to use this more as a support tank to cover up a flank. Here we're waiting, and there's nobody here so far. And I see that those opponents are in the middle, and so you know what? Maybe it's time to move. Maybe it's time to move, especially as my team is moving too. So let's try to support them. In this big rotate, you can try to count how many seconds it takes me from all the way back in the map to joining the fight. Remember, I could be in a CS63 that could be going around 70 kilometers per hour. So this feels really slow. And while I'm rotating, my team's already fighting, and like, where am I? Doing nothing. Here you can also see the kind of low profile of the ST. So when the enemy is going under these terrain like this, it might be quite hard for me to try to find some shots. Yeah, my tank is super low to the ground. It's super low. I have to really overpeak for this. That is what you want from this tank. You want to peak, do 1000 damage, and then get out. As you can see, I didn't pen one of the shots, and now I'm reloading for 7 seconds instead of the 5 seconds a 907 would, or a 6 seconds that a CS would. The dispersion is actually really big as well, the aiming circle, as you can see. We noticed earlier in the review of the stats that it had 3.5 dispersion, but it's also a Russian gun, so you know, it's not going to be that accurate, but that was kind of painful. Let's try one last time on this 5A, or is it a chill-in? I can't tell. My window screen is really small, but let's try one last time. What can this tank do? Yet another 2 out of 3. So let's see if we can get one more reload here. Alright, maybe I was quite impatient there. But you can see the gun is not really that nice, so maybe being far away and needing to rotate into the fight isn't the best idea for this tank. So let's try one more situation to try to really make this tank shine. This time we're gonna go right into the battle. So I'm not gonna be far away from when the battle starts. So let's see if I can actually finally do some good damage in the ST62 version 2. If you made it this far, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and we will see more content like this. It's really fun to make. That was really good aiming for me. The second two was not really good aiming for me. Unlucky. That one wasn't really my fault, was it? Sometimes the auto reloading makes you want to just wait until your second shot because you just want 2 shots at once, you know? And that loses you even more DPM when you're caught in that 50-50 of should I wait a little bit more or should I just shoot now? Heat shells are so annoying to deal with, guys. And again, you don't do any damage when you shoot heat against tracks. My question to you is, if I was in another tank like an STRV or perhaps a Hori or perhaps even a Grilla, would I be doing more damage? And I think yes. So sadly, I cannot recommend ST62 for clan wars purposes, even though in random battles it's great. So yeah, this is the best case scenario. I was trying to farm the whole time, but I don't have enough DPM because my reload is slow and my 320 alpha clip is not really worth it. So yeah, have to see you guys again next time.